So the gurus are back, and this time it's my generation doing it. Hello, my friends. And do you remember Ty Lopez? You know, Here in My Garage, or any of those other fucks? Oh, did you think that they were the final boss of gurus? Absolutely not, because now my generation has joined in on the hustle. And you would think that we had this figured out by now, that even the younger generations would be a little wiser this time around, because, you know, they grew up with the internet, and we've already experienced and gone through this before. But I overestimated humanity, because there's still a sucker born every day. In this life, if you want to make a lot of money, you have two options. You can do it the honest man's way, which takes quite a bit of time, but it's character building and you earn it. Or like my dad, you can be a con artist or a guru. They're interchangeable. They're the same fucking thing. So yeah, they're pretty cookie cutter. They keep repeating the exact same talking points, almost like they're all being coached by the same person, or somebody just started the trend and now people are following suit. Because though as scummy as it may be, it's probably a working formula. You just say, hey guys, you don't need that many followers to make a lot of money on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. And yeah, that's absolutely right. You just need a couple hundred suckers that will buy anything you sell them. And I'm not talking about merch, you know, $10 t-shirt, $20, $30 hoodie here and there. No, you're selling books, you're selling courses that have null to fuck all knowledge in there. Memberships or direct access to them where you're probably just texting some kid from Polynesia. Also, I read something along the lines that if you're on the spectrum, it's harder to market and sell to you. So basically, if you're autistic, you're pretty much immune to marketing and propaganda. Also, when I did an internship with a sales guy, I learned that before, points of contact you would need to make a sale to an individual was around like 7 decades ago. Today, with the information age and just doom scrolling and how much time people are just inundated with information and bullshit, and people are kind of like, they're picking up on it, and there's just so much competition out there. Now it's like 27 points of contact that you need to constantly have an ad pop up like a shit ton of times to just get one sale. I'd be good at sales, but I don't really want to get into it because it just feels scummy. Even if I'm selling a product that I truly believe in, I just don't like it. Because to a degree, you have to lie to somebody, even if you have to lie to yourself about how good the product or service is. Unless you can sell them by being completely realistic and honest, which honestly might cost you a sale. But the sales industry, if you got the heart the size of the Grinch, and you got no soul, or you're ginger, yeah, sales are great for you. And that's essentially all these gurus are, just really, really scummy salesmen. If someone is selling you a service and it claims that it will improve your life, especially financially, my brother in Christ, you are the product. And we learned this. I thought we learned this 10 fucking years ago with all these other guys. But now my generation has carried the torch, and it probably wasn't the same guys that bought these online courses and books. They probably just saw that and went, damn, that's brilliant. And it is, in a very scummy way. Gurus of old were trying to sell you on how to be a closer, how to make high-ticket sales, all that jargon. When all you really need to do is get a sales job and figure it the fuck out. Maybe read a couple books you can just pick up at Barnes & Noble. And, you know, fucking near limitless access to the information at your fingertips. You can do all the research yourself for free. That was the gurus of old. And now they're trying to sell you on how to make a lot of money with only a couple thousand followers. And yeah, these guys only have a couple thousand followers, and you're seeing them go on these expensive vacations with these nice cars, so it seems to be working. Yeah, because they're getting their money from you. If you buy this bullshit I'm selling you, then you'll be able to too. When all you really have to do is emulate what they're doing and just sell bullshit. It's such a scummy and pathetic way to make money, but it's a brilliant business model. It's tried and true, and it works like a fucking charm. Your video can reach millions of people, but you really only need 50 to 100 people to actually buy your shit. It's also brilliant because the number one dream job for kids today is to become an influencer. And people don't want to work the Ford recommended 9-to-5 job anymore if they can just post from the comfort of their own home or wherever they are in the world off a laptop or off their cell phone and rake in a shit ton of money. Yeah, it's such an easy sell to make. All you need to do is find a batch of people down on their luck that are just willing to throw their savings in a last-ditch attempt to be financially independent. There is honest ways to make a shit ton of money in this world, guys, and I'm actually highly considering doing this. Go to trade school. With the way the world's going right now, the next generation of millionaires is going to be the plumbers, the electricians, all those guys. And it's an incredible skill to have. I already have my bachelor's degree in business, so all of my gen eds are covered. I would just have to go back to community college for 1 year to get a certification for whatever trade I wanted to focus in. The beauty of all this online shit, and a lot of people do it, some people do it without even telling you, is you do it as a hobby or a side gig until it surpasses your standard income. If it's all just about the money, then you're not in it for the love of the game. And that's the thing that hurts, and that's the thing that breaks my heart the most for the younger generations, because when I grew up with YouTube, it was creators that did it for the love of it. They were starting to make good money, but at first nobody was. And now we see our first billionaire in the form of Mr. Beast, and it's changed everything. You have the IRL streamers that are flexing these lavish lifestyles, and it's poison, in my opinion, honestly, for especially the youth. And these gurus, they see all that. They're not idiots. Gurus aren't stupid. They're just scumbags. They're con artists that walk the fine line of legality. So don't buy their shit. I've been posting for a couple of years now. I started with shorts on my first channel, and now I'm doing this. I still don't know what the fuck I want to do, but I'm having fun doing it. Experimenting, trial and error, throwing shit at a wall, seeing what I enjoy doing, what I don't enjoy doing. I had shorts that did really well, but I was just following trends because I knew they would kind of work, and they did, and I didn't really enjoy it. I still don't entirely know what I really want to do. I enjoy doing the commentary. I absolutely do. It's the whole reason why I started this separate channel. It's already got 12 subs, so pretty cool in my mind. As for the shorts channel, I'm still just experimenting, just throwing shit up on there, just one post a day, whatever the fuck I feel like doing. A part of me wants to start doing news because I do follow that stuff regularly, and there's just too much that happens in a day for me to dedicate one long form video to it. I don't know. Like I said, still figuring shit out. I'm not somebody that knows exactly what I want to do with my life. In a lot of ways, it's a blessing and a curse. I've come to accept and appreciate that. I know I'm going to do fine in life. I just don't know how. That's also for a lot of people, and I feel like that's scary for most. So when they hear promises of wealth for relatively low effort, it's pretty enticing. You're still a fucking idiot that got duped, but I understand. Just keep in mind, guys, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Anyways, thank you so much for taking time out of your day for watching. Love you guys, and I hope to see you in the next video tomorrow.